Hey everybody, welcome to 7 Days to Die. Insane difficulty, zombies always run. A little bit of this, a little bit of that stream. I'm an old guy gaming, and we're basically going to just kind of keep working on our main base here. I've already been doing some work on it, but I had a couple other videos rendering out, and so was maxing out my PC, or processor rather. But that's finished now, so now I got my normal performance back, and so I figured I'd get the stream going. I have no specific plans in this stream other than, again, just to keep working on the base here. Maybe a little later on we might go do a little bit of looting or something, take some cars apart. Just a little, like I said, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, nothing particularly special. We do have this side, the west side of the moat, completely dug now. So, and I actually tried a little experiment off camera while I was waiting. Actually used some dynamite to blow out some of this. And I haven't decided if it was worthwhile or not, because it ended up making such a mess, that I had to come back and fix stuff afterwards, that probably would have been just as far ahead to just use the auger and shave it down that way. Plus, using the auger gives me XP too, so I get quite a bit of XP when I use the auger. So I don't think I'll be doing the dynamite method anymore. It was kind of fun, but like I said, there was a lot of setup to get it going too, and all the time that I spent doing that, I could have shaved off a whole nother layer or more with this auger. But I thought it was worth a try. So yeah, we're gonna keep working on the moat here for a little while, and then just kind of see where things take us in this stream. Probably stream for a couple hours tonight. I'm not planning on doing a super long stream, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, we got visitors over there. Wonder why our visitors aren't running. That's interesting. That's probably because they're just wandering around. Let's see if we can... Whoop! Take that one out. They probably were running and then they just fell down into the moat here. Now they're running. Can I get up here? Yep. Come on over here and say hello to my shotgun. Hey, you gonna help me dig the moat? You're digging in the wrong place. Whoa, they almost dug me down there. You know what? I got something for you guys. Let's give you a little some of this. Telling you, you guys are digging on the wrong side. Did I kill them all? You sure did. Nothing like a little pipe bomb to take care of your minor nuisances. Oh. Where'd you guys come from? There he goes, hitting me from 10 feet away again. And making me bleed on top of that. So we'll clean up the mess here and then resume our digging. You dig? Let's see. We've got so much dirt, it's not even funny. And we're going to have a lot more before this is all said and done. Okay. I think that's everybody down here. We'll throw some more dirt out. Okay, let's drop this stuff off. Oh, we got these guys too. Oh, those are kind of nice. All right, let's get rid of the grass. And we definitely want the paper, because we are making shotgun shells. Okay, I think that does it. Let's see, that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes, doesn't fit in there. And I'm just going to put the rest of this stuff in here for now. This is just kind of the catch-all crate. Actually, those would fit in the ammo crate. So let's put those. Wait, that's not the ammo crate. This is the ammo crate. And these will go in here. And these will have to go in here. I need to make a trip to the traders too, because I got a full crate of stuff here. Most of that, probably about 2/3 of it, is stuff I want to sell. All right, I think we're good. Back to the dig. Yeah, doing this with dynamite, it could work. It does work, but like I said, you have to kind of space it just so. And by the time you do all the setup to get it to work, you know, because you want to have like a chain reaction kind of idea, you know, you probably could have taken out half of the material with the auger, at least with this auger, and my mining skill, that the dynamite's going to blow up. But then it makes a huge mess, and then you got to clean it up all afterwards. So I just don't know that it's worth it. The other thing too is like I said earlier, I'm getting a lot of XP. I've probably already gone up, I'd say, at least 5, maybe 6 levels, just with as much digging as I've done so far, and I still have more digging to do. So I thought I heard a zombie. Hey! What the hell, you guys? Augers don't do the damage to the zombies that they used to. They really nerfed that. Edgar, quit bobbing your head so I can shoot you. I should probably, if I'm going to be messing with these guys, take some beer. Come here. Then we got Ogier down. Oh, we didn't kill him though. Come on, you guys. What the hell? I don't got time for your crap. Now he's dead. Now he's dead. Big Mama is making me bleed out. Where'd you go? Where'd she go? Good grief. There we go. Oh, she gave me my beer back anyway. Silver linings and all that. But they also infected me. Bastards! Pair of blue jeans. They're blue, and they're jeans, and they're blue. Level. So they're blue jeans. Alright, we'll fill this back in. Good enough. Alright. Continuing on here. Oh, I gotta turn something on here. Hold on one sec. There we go. And this auger can almost keep up with as fast as I can move forward. So it does a pretty good job. It's almost purple. It's getting close to being purple. Pair that. And let's dump that out. Get some more ground going. Generally when I'm digging up a bunch of dirt like this, I'm just constantly making ground in my inventory. Because you need it for stuff. Another level. I haven't really gone on much of a loot run in a while, so I figure we'll do some digging for the first part of the stream, and then been having my eye on Vic's Pawn and Loan, which is in the town over there. Maybe we'll go hit that. I also still want to keep taking cars apart because I need engines for generators and all that good stuff, and batteries. And my bad mechanic skill is level 4. I'm probably going to take that all the way to 5 so I get maximum loot when I'm taking cars and stuff apart. I haven't decided yet how I'm going to, what the defenses are going to be in the moat, in addition to, the usual concrete spikes and all that. I might actually set up shotgun turrets and blade traps in here too. So if I end up actually doing that, I'm going to need a whole mess of parts to get all that to work, of course. Alright, that side's down one more layer. We'll get this side going. I wonder if I'm going to break into the cave on this side. If we do, we'll just patch it up. must have been from the Zeds. Speaking of patching up, we need to patch those holes as well. I'm just gonna keep like a little ramp here for me to get out for the time being. We'll fix that up later. All right, down the side. Stop and patch this up. And we'll do this one too. All right. And this side. Right as rain. One row to go. Also think too that I'm probably gonna have this moat be one block narrower than the Forge House moat. So let's dig in that way first of all, and secondly, I'm gonna have a short wall on that side anyhow. So there's just really no reason for it to be more than 2 wide. Once I get, you know, all the concrete in there and everything lined up. Okay, that side's done. Now let's hit this one. Pretty monotonous, I know, but it's great XP. And it's got to get done. It's all part of the master plan. And I'm sure glad I have an auger to do it, and not a shovel. It'll take forever to do this with a shovel. I have dug big moats with a shovel before, too. I don't know if it was quite this large, but we are completely full. We don't need that. We don't really need that. And yeah, that's good enough. Okay, we're getting close. There's another level. 84 skill points. What do we got? What do we got here, by the way? I'm gunning for this, but I need 6 more points in scavenging, so that's one of the reasons why I want to go looting. But I also wanted to go ahead and just finish this out, except for that I can't until I have 1 more point in construction tools. Okay, well that's going to come pretty quick. That'll come from looting cars, or, you know, taking apart cars with a wrench. What is that, dirt? Yeah, I don't need that. Time for another repair. Get rid of dirt. Let's get rid of that dirt too. Yeah, so you get construction tool skill ups from using the wrench, and of course from building too. We have a lot more of that in our future, so one way or the other we'll get that point here pretty quick. If I had a very large surplus of gunpowder, I could actually try this with TNT. Probably would work better because TNT has a larger blast radius than dynamite does. But I don't really have what I would call a surplus of those materials at this point. And I've got to keep my shotgun turrets loaded up and well supplied with ammo there, so that's where the majority of my gunpowder is going to, and paper and all that. Excellent. Okay. So let's check something out here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and we need to go 5 down. So we just need one more level here and here on these two. And then, let's see, that's going to be the wall on this side. That's going to be the trench for the spikes. Oh wait, you know what? I did make this wide enough. So this is still going to be 3 wide. Okay. Well, that's fine. That works. But anyway, we only need to go 1 more down on this side, and 2 of the rows need to go 2 more down on this side. Let's go unload stuff, get some antibiotics, and heal back up. And then we'll resume. See, look at all the dirt I got in here. Crazy. We're going to need some more gasoline, too. Let's see. I guess we'll put this hoe in there for now. We got a honey. Take one of those to get rid of the infection. And can we eat a meat stew yet? Yes, we can. That'll heal us up and give us some awesome nutrition. Yeah, I thought I had 2 more big first aid kits. I like to keep those well supplied. And then we need some more gas too. Probably run out before this is all said and done. So we'll pop a couple more of those in. Okay. Here we go again. You know, they're putting more vehicles in 7 Days to Die. It'd be cool if they could put in like a bulldozer. A bulldozer for removing ground. You'd have to ride it, and it would be able to scoop up, you know, like, I don't know, maybe 4 blocks at a time, widthwise, with its bucket on the front. That'd be kind of cool. Who knows? Maybe it'll happen someday. Looks like we've gone a little too far inward that way. So patch that up. Oh, wrong button there, old guy. Misfired my weapon. That's not good. Not good at all. That's how accidents happen. Make sure my escape route still stays escapable. So last night, I recorded a pretty long 3-part episode in Empyrion Galactic Survival, and in that episode, I built an underwater base, and it was a whole lot of fun. In fact, those were the videos I was rendering out right before I started the stream. I have part 1 up on my YouTube channel already, and then I'll put parts 2 and 3 up tomorrow. If anybody's interested in seeing that. It's kind of interesting because Empyrion, you know, the building in that game is a little different than in 7 Days to Die. There's similarities too, but there's also differences, particularly when it comes to working in the water. It's just as much of a pain in the ass as it is in this game, except for different reasons, basically. So in 7 Days to Die and in Minecraft, if you want to create an air pocket under the water, basically what you do is you just create, you know, some kind of enclosure, and then you completely fill it up with blocks, like wood frames or whatever. Getting hot, are we? And then remove the blocks, and then you got an air pocket. It's very simple. But in Empyrion, it doesn't work that way. What you have to do is there's a tool that you can use called the filler tool. And what the filler tool does is it actually adds ground in small layers at a time and allows you to fill up, you know, holes and things like that. So, if you want to create an air pocket under the water, then what you have to do is you have to take the filler tool and you have to slowly, over time, build, you know, a big old mound of earth, starting at the bottom of the, you know, the lake or the sea or whatever it is that you're, you know, wherever you're building. And then you have to dig that earth back up again. And then you'll have an air pocket. So it's kind of weird how it works. So what I ended up doing is I ended up creating the shell of the, you know, the dome. Well, it's not quite a dome, but it's, you know, kind of like a biosphere type of idea. And then I went inside the dome, and remember, there's still water in there, right? But I have a helmet on and oxygen and all that. Just my spacesuit. And then I had to basically, you know, spend the next however long it took building up all the dirt till it got all the way to the top of the dome and essentially push the air out. but then I had to dig it back out again. Of course, digging's faster than filling. So at least it didn't take as long on the digging out as it did on the filling. But it looks really neat. You know, once it was all done, and I still have a lot of work to do on it, but I have the actual dome itself finished, the enclosure. And I'm very happy with how it turned out. It looks really cool. So yeah, check it out if you want to. Next thing I need to do in that game is I need to dig underneath the dome, underneath the lake bed, and carve out a huge cavern down there and make it into a room, either one large room or possibly smaller rooms for the base, and then I'll put all of my machinery and stuff down there. You know, like the core's already down there, but the generator and the oxygen tanks and the fuel tanks and all that kind of thing will go down underneath there, kind of like an engineering section, so to speak. And then I'll decorate the dome part as the living quarters, have the food processors and the refrigerators, and there's a lot of furniture in the game, like beds and stuff. You can make bathrooms with shower stalls and toilets and other decorative types of items, and you know, make it look really cool. Kind of like make it all homey. Then above that, the plan is to create a platform that I can park my hovercraft and my small vessels on. Actually, it'll probably be a garage, but it'll be above the surface of the water, of course. And then after that, we might create a larger platform, even higher up, that we'll build our capital vessel on and use that to dock our capital vessel. That's kind of the grand building plan for Empyrion, or at least on the planet Akua in Empyrion. That's the cool thing about the game is, you know, there's other planets that I can travel to and, you know, do a whole nother base on. One thing I'll probably do for sure is, you know, make sure that I have at least outposts on each of the planets and moons so that I don't get marooned there like I did last weekend. I don't know if you saw the stream or the video I put up on YouTube about that, but I ended up actually... I was on the moon, or I was flying above the moon, I should say, and I accidentally hit the eject key and ejected out of my ship. And, you know, basically I was stuck. There was nothing I could do, because at that point there was some enemy... I was flying near an enemy base, and the base took out my ship and blew it up. And even if it hadn't blown it up, there would have been no way I could get to it, because it was like, oh, I don't know, 200-300 feet up in the air. Fortunately, that was a multiplayer game, so, you know, one of my buddies was able to come and get me, but on a single-player game, that would have been, well, I shouldn't say game over, because you now have an option to respawn at the nearest base, but, you know, it would not have been good, put it that way. Am I doing this right? Yeah, I think so. Hope so. Got to shave one more layer off this side. And then the outer part will be at the correct level, but we still got to do the two inner rows. Another level. Look at that. Level 159. I'll take it. Nothing quite like running an auger to get tons of XP. Probably going to get attacked by a running horde here any minute. It's about that time. Again. Surprised I'm not attracting any screamers either with all the noise I'm making. Oh man, my finger's killing me from holding down the button on the mouse. Time for another repair. man, I'm out of repair kits already. Okay, I'll have to go back and get some. That was fast. Gonna need to make some more oil, because I believe I'm out of oil. Yeah, I am, because if I had some, that's usually where it would be. Let's look in here, though. Any oil in here? No, we got 2 cans, and we got some oil shale, though, which we can use to make our own oil. I thought I had more cans. I do. I've got a few more cans there. Oh, any cans in here? No. Any cans in here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. I don't have very many cans. Yeah, that's one I've had trouble in the end game here. Fortunately, I've got a few more repair kits here that I made earlier. But I've had trouble in the end game here, you know, staying well supplied with oil. And it's because I have no trouble getting the shale from the desert, but it's the cans that are hard to collect in quantity. Because I don't eat canned food that much anymore. You know, I'm eating meat stew now pretty much almost all the time. All right, so we need 2 minutes and 30 seconds of burn time. Close enough. And we get 7 more oil making. Let's put this over here. These 2 things can go in the ammo crate. That can go in the forge. That can go in the ammo crate too. Just smelt those down. Hey, Anroboticus, how you doing, man? Anroboticus? Sorry, can't talk tonight. You're on day 30 and you have 3 zombie bears, werewolves, and dogs outside your door. Game is sending them to me, packs of dogs and werewolves. Are you playing like on a mod, or are you just talking about the normal wolves? And that's not necessarily broken, man, because I've had that happen to me too. You know, fairly early in the game. In fact, in this series, yeah, those are dire wolves, and they're extremely dangerous. I mean, not, you know, make no mistake about that. But yeah, I've seen that before, so I wouldn't say that's broken. It's just, you know, kind of what the game does sometimes to surprise you. But I will say though that that's only actually happened to me once. And it was fairly early in the game when it happened. I haven't yet, you know, knock on wood, right? Had another running horde that was bears and wolves and dogs and all that. Now I was attacked by 2 zombie bears, you know, later on too, but it was just the 2 bears. It wasn't like wolves and stuff. Yeah, those zombie bears are mean. Mean, 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 mean. How you doing tonight, man? Hope you had a good day and all that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that happens in this game. It certainly does. I'm pretty sure I asked you this before, but I'm an old guy and I forget stuff, you know? But do you play the game on the hard settings like this, or do you play on the normal settings? I can't remember what you told me. Pack of dogs and wolves and one zombie bear, yep. I think when the game threw them at me when I was around in my level 30s, I had 2 zombie bears and a bunch of dogs at that time. It mostly likes to just throw a whole bunch of zombies at me every time. Normal settings? That's cool. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. I've played this game on normal settings for hundreds and hundreds of hours. Still dangerous. Especially because even on normal settings, you could still get ferals, you know, that run in the day too. Is that why it's like this? I don't understand what you mean by that, man. Is that why what's like this? Let's see. Well, if you're getting a lot of mobs spawning, are we talking about wandering hordes or are we talking about screamer hordes, first of all? Because there's a difference. So I know the bears and dogs, those are wandering hordes. Oh, okay. Well, it could be just that you, have you died very much? You'll start to see screamers when you start running forges and stuff, because that's what attracts the screamers. Campfires, forges, you know, generating a lot of heat, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's part of it right there. If you've only died once, then your game stages are getting up there. And that means then that the game's going to make things harder on you and throw more hordes at you. Because, you know, it figures, okay, well, this guy has only died once, so he must be a pretty good player, so we're going to make things more challenging for him. And it does that through the game stages mechanic that was introduced in Alpha 16, I believe. The general principle behind it is, you know, the more advanced you are, the better equipped you are, the less that you die, that sort of thing, the higher your stages are, and therefore, you know, the harder your hordes get. Both your Blood Moon horde on Horde Night and your Wandering hordes and that sort of thing. I'm almost level 160, and I've only died 3 times in this entire series, so my stages are through the roof. Plus, I'm on insane difficulty, which I believe contributes to making it worse as well. Yeah, it's probably mostly just based on the fact that you haven't died very much then. So, you know, just be prepared for them and make sure you have, you know, an escape route and so forth, and you should be okay. Alright, so it looks like the west side and the south side is finished. So now let's hit the east and the north. And I'm getting cold. I'm almost done, guys, with the dig. And we've got a bazillion rebar frames to put up and concrete to make. In some ways, that's actually worse for me because it's more clicking. At least here I can just hold the button down. I made up quite a bit of rebar too, so I'm hoping I have enough to finish this. I think I will. Another level, look at that. 102 skill points, level 160. I'll take it. All right, east side's done, north side to go. This is a big old patch of gravel, so there's some kind of ore in here. Could even be, it's either iron or lead most likely. But I'm not digging all that out because then I have to replace it. So, too much work. That needs to go back there. What other games do you like to play, Roboticus, besides 7 Days? Why is wood hard to get? You have a chainsaw? Oh, okay. What biome is your base in? Oh, okay, so you're in the plains biome. That makes sense then, because, yeah, there's not a lot of wood in that biome. You find the occasional dead tree and all that, right? But that's about it. You have a mini bike yet? A 4x4 base? That's kind of a small base, bud. Please tell me you don't stay there during Horde Night. If you do, I want you to make a video of it so I can watch it, how you handle that. All right. Oh, 10-minute days. Holy cow. That's crazy. I've got my game set to 90-minute days. I like that, like that little extra daylight to do stuff, and it, makes the nights a little longer, but not unbearably long, so that's what I like to play on. Okay, we are done with the digging of the moat. Woohoo! Let me just make sure I didn't screw something up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll bet that, yeah, that's probably got to go up one more level. Or 2, 3. It could be just that the ground's lower here. If it is, then I'll compensate with just concrete blocks, I think. All right. It's now time for some rebar. So let's go back to the base. And we got a bunch of concrete work to do now. Hopefully I have enough concrete made up and rebar. I think I will, but this is going to take a lot of concrete, guys. A lot of concrete. We're going to get that extra point, or that final point in construction tools too, and then we'll be able to get our final point in bad mechanic. let's keep a little bit of dirt with us, because we can use that to repair the ground if we need to. Just something there real quick. Okay. So we need nail gun, and we need rebar frames and a whole bunch of concrete mix. Let's just start with that and see how far we get. Space Engineers, Ark, 7 Days to Die, and some Ultima Online. Switch between games seasonally, pretty much. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm actually, I have almost 2,000 hours into Ark alone, and I started playing it again, you know, just kind of, just a single-player game, not recording or anything. Because it's always one of those games that I eventually go back to, you know, and just really enjoy it. It's a good game. I might actually do some videos on it at some point, but I don't have any real plans to do that at the moment. So it's concrete time. Whoop. I'm trying out the zoology mod on the workshop. It's pretty cool so far. If you're not familiar with it, then basically what you have to do is you have to study the animals first before you're allowed to tame them, like, you know, you kind of would in real life. So adds a little bit of realism to the game. It's really fun. I have Space Engineers too, but I haven't played a lot of Space Engineers. I kind of get my Space Engineers fix from Empyrion. Empyrion is kind of like Space Engineers Light. It's similar in a lot of ways, but not as complicated as Space Engineers is. But it has a lot more, you know, survival, exploration, crafting to it than Space Engineers does. But Space Engineers does the engineering part, you know, better than Empyrion does. I'm currently playing Ark in single player, yeah. And oh geez, I'm out of rebar already. Oh no, I'm just out of that stack. And I got some friends with servers that I'll probably, you know, start playing on here and there too. The thing is I don't actually have a whole lot of time to just play games for fun anymore. You know, with doing streaming and doing YouTube and doing 2 games at the same time, it keeps me pretty busy. You know, plus I got real life too, in my job and all that. So not a whole lot of free time anymore. But that's okay. It's fun doing this too. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing it. Alright, let's get some concrete going. Yeah, it can eventually get boring in single player. I completely agree with you on that. One thing that's kind of cool though that you can do in single player is, you know, just see how far you can actually get by yourself. Because, you know, Ark is designed really, you know, for multiplayer. And there's things in the game that you really kind of need other people's help with. And so I like to kind of play it and see, okay, how much of this can I just do by myself? And that, you know, keeps it more interesting in single player. For example, I have a couple of different times now tamed a Quetzal all by myself, solo. And it's not easy to do, but it's very possible to do. And so, you know, when you can actually do that, it's, you know, it's very satisfying, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And it keeps the game interesting even in single player. Yeah, it's tricky. It's very tricky to do. Basically, what you have to do, and keep in mind too, I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know if they've you know, fixed anything or nerfed anything. But basically, what you have to do is you have to get a grappling hook. And I use the reusable grappling hook mod, but if you didn't use that, then you'd want to get like a whole shitload of grappling hooks and have them in your inventory. You get on an Argentavis, and then you fly up in the air a little ways, you jump off the Argentavis, and then you quickly shoot it with a grappling hook, you know, so you're actually attached to it. And then you tell the Argy to attack the Quetzal. So you have to, you know, the Quetzal has to be in sight, right? And you basically point your crosshair and then whistle the attack command, and the Argent goes after the Quetzal. When the Arg gets close to the Quetzal, you start shooting it, you know, with your dart gun. But then you have to be careful not to have the Argy actually attack the Quetzal. So you have to call it off right before it gets to the point where it's actually going to attack it. And then basically at that point, it's just wash, rinse, and repeat. Now, the smart thing to do, if you do it that way, is find a really low-level Quetzal, because you don't want to try and tame, you know, like well, it depends upon, you know, what your max dino setting is, but, you know, you don't want to try and tame a high-level Quetzal that way. It just would be crazy. So just find a really low-level Quetzal, you know, tame it that way, and then you can use the low-level Quetzal to build a Quetz cage, and then, you know, get a better one later. And that's the way to do it. The last time I did that was probably about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. And it was before, you know, they actually finally released Ark. So I don't know if they've changed stuff to where you can't do that way anymore or not. But it worked about 5 months ago, so. Has my construction tools gone up? Yes, it has. Awesome. Okay, I can get the last point in Bad Mechanic. That's going to be fantastic, because now I'm going to get a lot more loot when I take cars and other stuff apart. That's the thing, you know, when you're in the end game like this, you know, you need all the parts you can get if you're going to build all the machinery. So Bad Mechanic is a very useful skill to level up. That one's dry already. I'm glad they mostly fixed the concrete drying in the game here. Up until recently, it was really screwed up, because what would happen is you'd put concrete down like this, and then some blocks would dry almost immediately, and other ones would take days to cure. And in some cases, not cure at all. It's just really weird. But that's mostly gone away, but still, I've still seen it. In fact, one of the pillars on one of my bridges still hasn't set up, and it's been in place for a month now. So it's like, whatever. Whatever, game. If I really cared, I could, you know, probably just take it out and put a new one in, but it's not a big deal. Okay, I think we have to take... yeah, this out here. Oh, getting thirsty. Probably better pop a goldenrod. The next thing I got to do ASAP is I got to get a garden going. I've I've got the one back at the desert base, but every time I run out of food, I got to run back there to grab it. So, but I wanted to get the moat done first because then that'll, you know, protect us from the hordes and stuff. I kind of miss the old way that you did concrete in 7 days, where you had to, you know, build the wood forms around the block, and then fill it with the concrete. I mean, this is definitely easier and faster, but that way was just, I don't know, it felt a little more realistic, so it was kind of cool. Oh, I hear wolves. Shit. I don't want wolves jumping down here with me. I thought I heard multiple wolves. Might have only been one. I don't know, but let's get it. Actually, we don't. Here, let's just do this. The last thing that killed me was a wolf. You don't want to mess around with those things. All right, let's see. It was over. I think it was over here, but it's kind of hard to tell down in the moat. Let me turn my volume back up too, because I had it down because of the auger, but I don't need the auger now. All right, puppy, where are you? I hear him. Where's he at? Okay, I'm getting a little freaked out because I don't see him. Oh, there they are. They're down there. Oh, okay. Are they all down there? I was going, I hear him, but I don't see him. All right, well, there's a wolf horde right there, man. You jinxed me, man. Did he go down? Yeah, he's just doing the stand-up dead thing. They're all doing the stand-up dead thing. All right, and we'll get some meat. Okay, is that all of them? I think so. Just make sure, because I don't want another one jumped out of my head. Okay. Yeah, so wolf horde. Yep. How much meat? We got 11 meat off one of these guys. That's great. They really dug way back in here. 32 meat. I'll take it. Shit, I don't have any ground with me. Alright, let's make some more, and we'll come back and fill those holes up later. I just found an underground bunker out in the middle of nowhere. Is it all lined with concrete? And does it have kind of like a little garage building and like a sheet metal fence around it? Because if that's the one you found, yes, that is actually a very good base. I've actually used that for a base in a playthrough that I did. Oh, so you found a cave that you basically found the cave that has the concrete kind of gate going into it, but then once you get inside, it's just a cave, right? Yeah, if that's what it is, that's not a good base. I mean, it would probably be okay in the early game, but if you get a horde to attack you in there, they'll dig right down and get you. So I wouldn't base in there unless you like line it with concrete or something. But there's an actual bunker in the game, the one that I was describing, and basically it's an underground bunker, and it's completely, it's got a kitchen, it's got beds and stuff down there, and it's all completely enclosed in concrete, and it actually makes a really good horde base. Partially because the horde's usually too stupid to dig down and try and get at you, and even if they did, you got all that concrete there. So I thought that was the bunker you were talking about when you first mentioned it. Okay, yeah, that cave that you found, if you open it up, it'll probably have a munitions crate inside, which could have like a sniper rifle or a rocket launcher or something like that. But be careful though, because there's also can be high-level zombies in there too. The last cave like that I opened up, there was a cop inside, a glowing cop and all that. So just be real careful and be prepared if you go in there. But it's worth going in because, like I said, you can get the that munitions crate. It might have some good stuff in it. I think what we're going to do is we'll finish up the concrete here in these 2 rows, and then we'll go hit the pawn store, and then it'll be getting close for me to wrap it up. So let's head back this way. Put the meat in here. We're getting low on our meat stew. That's another reason why I gotta get that garden rolling. I guess I have quite a few corn and potatoes to make some more. In fact, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I've got potato seeds there, yeah, so we can cook all of these up. Got a whole bunch of water and all that meat. So let's get some meat stew. We can make 18. Nice. Take 49 minutes and 30 seconds of burn time, so that's going to be... Oh, I guess it's a little more than 50. Sweet, that'll last us for a while. Oh, I forgot you only need 1 jar of water for the stew. So what do we need? We need to get some more rebar, and we need some more concrete. There's some more rebar and more concrete. I'm guessing, though, that I'm not going to have enough. Oh. So we need to get some more concrete going. Sand is going to be what I'm going to be low on, probably, as usual. Oh, I guess I got a pretty good supply of sand there. And make a whole mess of concrete. Alright, let's go finish this out. That's just far enough down to where I could possibly sprain a leg, so let's not jump it. Yeah, you know, I haven't actually found that bunker in Alpha 16. That doesn't mean it's not there. I don't know if they made it rarer, or if you ever play on the Navezgane map, you know, it's on the Navezgane map. Well, assuming they didn't take it off. It's kind of down in the... It's definitely in the western part of the map, kind of, you know, right about in the middle or so. But it's also, on Navezgane, it's also in the burn biome, which really sucks. I hate that biome. Not that it really matters, I guess, once you're in the bunker, but... All right, excellent. We accomplished quite a bit here tonight. Finished all the digging and got started on the concrete. So what's going to happen now is we're going to we're going to line the moat. Okay, up to ground level. Even though ground level changes up that way. So I'll have to figure out how I'm going to deal with that. But this whole wall will be lined with concrete. And then we're also going to put blocks down this way. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So this will all be lined with concrete too. And then we'll have... 2 blocks down below, and then this will be a trench that we'll put, you know, spikes in. Just basically exactly like the forge house is. So that's the plan, but man, that's going to be a lot of rebar, and that's going to be a lot of concrete. I can tell you right now, I don't have even close to enough to do all that, so... I need to do a bunch of mining for iron anyway. And I have some engines, some low-quality engines, that I can make more cement mixers too. So, it's kind of what we have on the horizon. No dirt! Oh, I got dirt right here. We'll repair that little divot there. Not that we really need to, because we're going to cover it up anyway. Okay. Let's go loot. Let's go hit that pawn shop. See what kind of goodies it has for us. We can take all of those wood frames down now too. Since we have a very well marked out area on the map. What's the matter with me? I'm hot? Hot and cold, hot and cold. Okay, we shouldn't need to eat because we just downed a veggie, or I mean a meat stew. But I probably do need to drink some more. Yes. Oh, wrong button. We want A. Oh, we must have recently drank too, so we're in good shape there. How's our gasoline doing? Let's fill this guy up. We got probably more than we actually need because I want this space for loot. Okay. Now we don't need to bring. Yeah, let's take a few of those with us. We don't need that for looting. We don't need that for looting. The hell am I still carrying dirt for? And we don't need the nail gun for looting. Don't need the ground for looting. And we don't need the gasoline. Put that back up here. A place for everything and everything in its place. Alright, we'll put that down there, and one of those two, doesn't really matter. And let's go hit the pawn shop. Oh, oops, I forgot the moat was there now. Damn it. Okay. Can I get out of here? No. Oh, yep. Oh, no. Oh. Not quite. Okay. Well, we'll have to smooth that out. That wasn't very smart, was it? I'm so used to just shooting out of there and hitting the blocks to turn around that I completely forgot the moat was there. You know what, too? And that's actually... I'm going to have to change that. Because I'm not planning on having anything on this side, you know, to block down there. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about that. We might have to... Oh, shit, though. I don't want to redo all that. We might have to just come in through this side and, you know, flip the bike around. Moving forward. If I would have thought this through a little more, I would have put these openings on the north and south end instead of the east and west, but it is what it is. I'm not redoing it now. No way. Okay, what do I need? I need my shovel so I can get my bike out of there. Might also need to make some ramps too. So let's just make it like, I don't know, 12 of those maybe? I wonder if it'll... It might actually be the sides that was stopping me, because that looked like that was correct. In terms of the angle of it. Alright, let's see if that'll work. If worst comes to worst, we'll just have to take it apart and reassemble it, which is not a big deal. Hey, we did it! Okay. I'm just going to leave it that way for now. That was funny. As soon as I shot out of there, I realized, oops. Alright, off to town. Gonna hit the pawn shop. See what fat loots we can pull out of that place. That's usually a pretty good place to loot, but it's got a lot of, you know, hidden nooks and crannies, so you have to be careful. It's one of those places that has, you know, the attic that the zombies can hide up inside of and jump down on your head. take a shortcut. Thought about building a road, you know, through here back to the other town, but I don't know if I'll do that. That would be a huge undertaking, depending upon how I did it, of course. Could be just as simple as just clearing all the cactus and the stones and stuff out of the way. Anything that would, you know, block the bike. Okay, so the pawn shop is up this way, I believe. Yeah, there it is right there. Let's turn this around and make sure it's poised for a quick getaway in case something bad happens, which something bad probably will happen. This is the apocalypse after all. Alright. Loot time! Put our night vision on. See if we can stealth kill a few of these guys in here. Oh, come on. How did that miss? Do I hear a dog? I thought I heard a dog out here. Nice shot. If you don't mind my saying so, I'll take that. Okay, there's a Z right there. And 2 right there. Take that one out. That one. Oh, maybe there isn't a zombie right there. I thought I saw one up there. Go. And that's a biker. But he doesn't see us. Shoot him in the ass and shoot him in the head and he's dead. Okay. We'll just kind of cruise over this way and try and our best to not wake anybody up so we can get the stealth kills. Beer? Yes, beer. Thank you. Beer's good. Good stuff. Okay, that's one way we can get up there. But let's just make the rounds on the bottom floor first. Have you looted this POI before, Roboticus? Whoa, somebody just woke up. Yeah, it can be, that's for sure. Thought I heard... Come on, there we go. Somebody banging something in here. Paper's good. Need lots of that for shotgun shells. The hell is that? Just a... Oh, yeah, couch. Somebody's running around upstairs. That's the one thing. I love the sleeper system. And the fact that stealth is a thing, but sometimes the zombies will wake up even when you are being stealthy. And I think it's a little buggy that way. They shouldn't wake up unless you actually wake them up, you know, from being too loud or whatever. But sometimes they'll just plain wake up for no reason at all. Edgar, you got cat food on you. That's lovely. We're going to loot everything because I need the scavenging points for the last Quality Joe. So everything gets checked, even if we don't keep it all. check each one of these stalls here. Make sure nothing's going to drop down on our noggin here. He doesn't actually see us. Oh, she does. I can't get out of here. Get your fat butt out of the way, Mama. Big Mama. Alright, she's out of commission. Will you be quiet? I don't want you waking everybody else up. He's outside. Edgar. Alright, these faucets are a good source of brass, if you didn't know that. Always grab those. That's a biker. I hear another Big Mama, I think, somewhere. Need to try and get headshots on this guy. Just like that. And you are dead, sucker. Okay. Call him again. Yeah. Zombies always sneaking up on you. Yeah, they tend to do that. Bastards. Shotgun stock. And let's see. Oh, this is a working chem bench. Not that I need it anymore, but that would have been a good find early on. Of course, I did find a chem bench early on, so. Okay. I think we've looted everything in this room. Ever find it weird how all these heavily armored doors are all open and unlocked in here? Gun store box with nothing in it. How about that? Well, if nothing else, we'll be going home with lots of dookie. Whether or not that's a good thing, not quite sure. Good for fertilizer, I guess. All right, so we've done that room already, I think. Did we? Yeah, we did this room, right? Okay. So let's go down the aisles. Get some cash. Right, okay. Always keep your eyes on the up above. Make sure nothing drops down on your head. This place. Another level. Got a little bit more space yet. Look at who's sticking their head out for us. Stealth kill. Haha. Thank you, Big Mama. That was mighty nice of you to let us pop you like that. All right, so we've finished the rows. There's a foot. And a head. Ah, shoot. Missed it. Come on, man. He was a feral. Got a lot of good that did him, though, huh? Oh, shit. I'm infected again. Oh, there we go. I'll take that. That'll bring our sniper rifle up a couple more points. And it's time to go unload in the mini bike. Oh, we need that too. Let's drink this. Let's get rid of that and get rid of that because we've got a million bazillion jars back at the base. There's no point in looting that stuff. Let's see. That's not worth anything. We'll scrap it. That's not worth anything. We'll scrap it. Don't care about that. And I think everything else we'll keep. All right. I know all that stuff, but we can take that and sell it to the trader. I've already been in here? Yeah, I have. Okay. All right, let's go unload in the mini bike, and then we'll be ready for the top floor. I think we've gotten everything down here. Hopefully that doesn't respawn, but if it does, it does. All right, so let's see. We want to put non-stackables in the mini bike first, and or stuff that we're not likely to get again, which would probably be that and that for sure. That's fairly rare. Don't think there's any more bathrooms in this place, so we can put those over there. And same for the dookie. And then the rest of it we'll just put whatever. Okay. Alright, let's see if we got any respawns. Nope. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's see. I think that was a Big Mama that we killed. See if she's got anything on her. Nope. Sure, don't step on the collapsing tiles. This is the jackpot room. Nobody guarding the jackpot, huh? All right. Not complaining. Just a little curious. Let's see. Let's take this thing apart. I actually need some of this stuff. Since we have maxed out Bad Mechanic, Hidden Stash, Shotgun barrel, nothing. Gun store, nothing. Oh, come on, game. Oh, that's nice. Hey, Lucian, how's it going, bud? Sorry, sorry I missed you, man. I'm concentrating on not getting eaten here in the pawn shop. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I saw you were playing, what was it, Ark earlier tonight with Sky? Oh, that's pretty good stuff. Yeah, sort of. All right, so let's just... can we take these out? No, those are just blocks, aren't they? We might still have some Z's around the corner over here. Let's step on that. Some pretty decent parts from these air conditioners. I think I need to loot this guy too. There we go. And this guy. All right. We just got the back room, and then we're done with the pawn shop here. Nobody? They must have all run off. They heard the Bad Mechanic was coming, so they didn't want to mess with me. Watch, there'll be someone right around the corner here. Nope. Oh, Big Mama. She's tough. Oh, got her. Okay. Just bust through this since we can. Oh. There we go. And we have another air conditioner, and I think that's it. Plus we can take these too. Do we get, yeah, we get electrical parts from this stuff. Have to put that level 5 Bad Mechanic skill to good use. Boom. That's not really going to give me anything all that good. This will give me some mechanical parts. And this will give me stuff. What am I dropping? Cotton, springs. I must be full. Alright, let's get rid of this. And I think I'll scrap these because I can make those super easy in the forge. And I'll take the springs and the cotton. And we'll take this apart. Oh, we gotta loot Big Mama. And she has garden hose on her. They're probably worth keeping. I could fix them up and sell them for a halfway decent price at the trader, I guess. Or actually just combine them and use them because I got a bunch of gardening I got to do. Alright, we are finished in here. I don't want to take that apart because I think we'll get zapped. Oh, let's hit these lights. Grab this light. Gonna need all this stuff for our turrets and for our lights and our blade traps and all the cool stuff that we're gonna make at the base. As we'll hit these too. Get electronics from these things. That's a lootable register. Yeah, let's leave that one. This one is not. That's a lootable register. We'll leave that one there. And we'll grab this. Hope everybody's doing well tonight on this fine Tuesday evening. I'm doing pretty good. Getting kind of tired though. I had a late night last night. Recorded my Empyrean episodes. Like my latest one, I should say. Yeah, we want to keep. All right, I think that's about it. I think we've pretty much taken everything out of here, and there's probably a few more things up above I could grab, but I'm not too worried about it, so. We are out of space, so it's time to go home. I pretty much have not looted anything in this town either. So there's a lot of stuff to loot. Oh, I went the wrong way, didn't I? It's alright. We'll get on the road right here and head back. Oh, okay. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, check it out. I have my entire series, 7 days series on the YouTube channel of this playthrough here. So if you want to catch it from the very beginning, everything's there. It's been a really fun series, and I'm still enjoying the hell out of it. You know, even though I'm well advanced now. Don't know how much longer I'll keep it going, but I imagine it'll be, you know, for quite some time yet, because I still have a lot of big plans in terms of building and that, and I've only probably explored, I don't know, maybe 2% of this entire map, so there's that too, you know. Maybe sometime we'll just jump on the bike, get a bunch of gas, and go on a walkabout using the mini bike. Just kind of see what else is around here. Yeah. Almost went a little too far there. All right, back at base. So I don't have room for anything. I got a little bit of space there. It's definitely time to go to the trader. But I think we'll probably do that next time. Because I also need to get some mining going. I'm out of iron. Need more stone for concrete. And that I'll probably just do off camera, but we'll see. But anyway, guys, okay, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you everybody for stopping by. We've been streaming for about, I don't know what, 2.5 hours or so. So I was planning on knocking off around 10. We got quite a bit accomplished though. We finished digging out the moat and started getting some of the concrete lining down, so that was good. And then had a nice little loot run at the end there at the pawn shop. So feeling pretty good about our progress here. So yep, that's it. Tomorrow night I'm going to be streaming War of the Walkers with some friends of mine. In fact, Lucian, if you're still there, I think you were on that server earlier tonight. So if you're on there tomorrow, I'll be with you. And then Thursday I have my rock band that I play in, so I won't be doing anything Thursday night. And then Friday will probably be, I don't know, we'll see what happens Friday. Might be an Empyrean stream or another 7-day stream. We'll just have to kind of play it by ear. So thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. If you haven't already done so, please visit my YouTube channel. It's an Old Guy Gaming, and see my videos there. And if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel and follow on Twitter if you want. And I'll see you guys all later. Take care.